format, that will automatically load that data into a certain files or certain automation area, right? Same as like here, we are also going to use next step like pivot table to generate documents or to generate the reports. So what does mean by that? So while talking about the reports, guys, so after once the session or once the data cleaning is completed, once the extra or once the important or main information which has been extracted now, so now it's time to give the report. So as we have already seen in the first day itself, we need to ask a question. As a data analyst, you should need to know to ask a question, because so a person or your management may tell to you that you need to present the sales report for this week. So you should not go blindly on creating the visualization chart and those things. You should ask the questions based on which data you need. Is there any exception is there? Is there any inclusion need to be done? So likewise, we need to ask several questions. So based on that several questions, we need to generate different kind of reports. So different kind of reports in the sense based on the year. So you just want to create one report or you just want to create one chart. And then based on based on the loss and then like loss and then profit. So likewise, if you want to create a chart and then you want to create a graph based on a country. So in which country we are getting more sales, or in which state we are getting more sales, in which gender, or we just want to focus on which age group we are getting more sales. Likewise, we need to group or we need to create a different kind of reports to provide you or to present in front of your management. Okay, so or else, even though if you are an entrepreneur also, you just want to visualize the data in different manners. So for example, if you are running an industry and you are giving or you are like you are selling like a kind of any digital or any physical product, so you want to analyze that. So based on that, you need to focus that target audience. That is known as a target audience. So for example, if you are selling course like artificial intelligence. So if it is the artificial intelligence, definitely that course which is not going to be suitable for the people under the age of 10 or 12, right? So that is not suitable. Other than that, if you are going to sell a toy or any kind of paper electronics or that kind of catchy product like drone or something like that, okay, toy kind of drone. So if you are going to sell that, definitely you are going to sell for the people who are all kids. So, okay, you are not going to focus the people who are in the age above 40, right? So by analyzing, so by doing that kind of data analysis, we can able to identify that in which group or in which age group we are getting more salary, more sales, and in which gender, even though, okay, or else if it is about in which year and in which country, in which state, and in which city. So likewise, based on different kind of categories, we can able to analyze or we can able to make a visualization chart, so that we can able to identify that. So this is our persona. So the persons who are in the state like Tamil Nadu or on other sides, or that person should be in the age of 18 to 25 or 35. Likewise, we can able to categorize the data. So where we are focusing, so where we are targeting audience, so who is our target audience. So likewise, we can able to target our audience based on the existing sales or existing data which we already have. So that is what we are going to do with the help of this pivot table also. Okay, so I hope you all remember the yesterday session, guys. So same as like, so here also we are going to do the same thing. So it is going to be little bit quick overview about the yesterday session. Okay, because so it is also needed, because here we are going to use a little bit large data set. Okay, so which is a real sales data set which contains lot of other parameters, which includes like order number, quantity, price of each product, and then order lines and sales, order date, status. So likewise, we have lot of details like contact number and state and then country and like first name and then last name, and then what are the products. So likewise, we have lot of data, guys. Okay, and another main thing I wish to say about like on the previous session, on the yesterday session, I've shown in the Excel 2013, right? So if you are using Excel 2016, for you guys, I have installed 2016 also. So this is 2016. So here you just want to go for the data, guys. Okay, in the data's option, so you just want to click a new query. Okay, I hope you all remember the yesterday session. If you guys are using 2013 and 2010, please follow the yesterday methods. So it is going to be same. Okay, so here it may be like Power Query. So here you just simply go for like data. So under the data there is an option called new query. Okay, so here you can able to click the new query, and in the new query you can go for from the database or from anything. So okay, from file, so you can go for from folder or from text or XML file based on the data which you have. So already I have the data set which is in the format of .csv. Okay, so I'm going to load that data set file. Okay, from file from CSV. Okay, so I'm going to load this data set here. Okay, so I'm going to choose that documents, then Pantech, masterclass. This is data analytics, and then third, so it is a new data set. Okay, so this is what the data which are going to load from the 2016 version. Okay, so here you just want to see the data. Okay, if you are using 2013 or 10, you can able to see Power Query. Okay, as same as like it is also opened, guys. So now here we are visualizing our data set. So here there is option called load and then edit. What is the option which we need to go? We need to go for edit. So why we are going for the edit? Because there are a lot of unwanted data and not a proper transformed data is also there, right? So that's why we are going to do edit. Okay, so I'm going to edit it. Okay, so because guys, if you are not doing any transformation, if you are going to use the raw data, definitely that is useless. Okay, we need to use the proper and focus onto our business, our analyst. Okay, so based on our analysis, we need to choose a proper data. We need to have a proper data. So other else, we need to remove that. Okay, so let us have this, guys. So here there is an order number and quantity order. So quantity order we can keep. Okay. So here I'm going to remove order number and order line number also I'm going to remove. Okay, and sales. So this is the sales which we got. So for this price, so we got the sales like up to 30 count. So 30 quantity. So we got the sales about 2,871. And order date is here. Okay, and then status is also not needed. Status and then quarter ID and month ID. So I'm going to remove this off. Okay, remove columns and the product I need. And then MSRP and then product code. So these are all the stuffs we don't need. Okay, I'm going to remove that. And customer name it is highly needed. Right, phone number I'm going to remove. And address line I'm going to remove. Okay, because address line with the address line I'm not going to do anything. Okay, but with the help of state I can do something, or country I can do something. Okay, but I'm going to remove the state, postal code, territory. So those things I'm going to remove. So remove columns. Okay, so and then we have a contact last name and then first name. I hope you all remember how to use like merge and all. Okay, it's just a tilted first name and then last name. Okay, so you can check both things and right click and merge columns. So on the merge columns, I'm going to put a delimiter of space. Okay, and then this is full name. Okay, so and then click OK. So now we got full name, okay, and then deal size, which is small, so I'm going to remove that. Okay, so these are all the basic stuffs we have did now, right? So here also there is a order date is there, but the timing which remains 0:000. I don't need that because it is not a proper data, right? So if you need a date, so time also should be proper. Here the time is not proper. Okay, I'm going to remove that. How can I remove that, guys? So we'll go for the split column. Okay, split column by delimiter. So what is the delimiter here? So the delimiter which is a space here, right? So custom and then space. Sorry, here I'm going to go for space and then leftmost the first space which is present here. Okay, click OK. Okay, I got 0 got separated. Now I'm going to right click and remove. So we got the date properly. Okay, so likewise if you want to change the format also you can change. Okay, here there is some error, so that's why it is not giving the proper format. So let us keep like this because I'm not going to use that. Okay, so here price is there. So price, of course, what is the price, guys? I need to change into currency. Okay, so likewise I can change it to currency and any other changes, guys? Okay, I think no changes here, so it is date, right? So we'll rename into date. Okay, so and then I'm going to rename it to year. Okay, and then product line. So it is product Okay, so likewise, I've changed a lot more things. Okay, customer name, so it is maybe a company, whereas there is a full name, which is a customer's name who placed an order. Okay, so that is what the basic information or basic changes which we updated in here. Okay, so those things we have did here, guys. Okay, so that's all up to you. If you want to check out the filters also, you can check it like this. Okay, by scrolling it to the last, you can check whether there is any special characters or something like that. You can check out by using the filters. Okay, so we update this. Okay, so let us go for the mind map. The first exercise, which is about creating pivot table. Okay, so let us directly go to the pivot table. Okay, so the basic stuff or basic changes or basic transformation which we update. So city is there, country is there, full name, customer name, product, year, date, sales, price, each. So those things are there. Date is also not necessary for me. Okay, so that's all, guys. So okay, so I hope you guys got it. And here, if you want to add some GST or some percentage also, we can do. Okay, so here there is a sales here, so I need to put like any percentage, any 2% or something like that. Okay, for an example, for each price we have, totally I'm going to put 2%. Okay, so here there is a sales, right? So let us add some column. So transform or add column. On the add column, yeah, I'm going to click a custom column. So in the custom column, I'm going to transfer that, what is that? Sales, right? So insert. So what is the formula for percentage, guys? Normally, I'm going to put it for 2%. Okay, so 2 divided by 100. Okay, likewise, I'm going to put like 2%. How many of it? So I'm going to put like, I'm going to click OK. So now we got the price of for 2%. So let us name it like tax. Okay, so rename and then tax. Okay, I'm going to put like a tax. Okay, now we got tax. And if you want to reduce, so out of the percentage, I'm going to subtract the sales versus the tax. So if you want to do that, that is also can be done. Okay, so standard and then subtract. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to add a column now. Custom column. So here, price each, sorry, sales is here, right? Sales. I will click minus. I'm going to subtract tax. Okay, so this is profit. I'm going to add the next column. So profit and then click OK. Okay, so now we got the values. Okay, so on the price of 2871, so we are going to subtract 2%, like 57 rupees got subtracted. So totally we got the profit. Okay, totally we obtained the data, right? So I hope you all remember the steps, guys. Okay, so these are all the data which we have. So now let us go for the next step. So we'll go for the pivot table. So if you want to go for the pivot table, so first of all, so let us rename it sales data. Okay, so let us go for it, close and then load. Okay, if you are clear, click the close and then load, so you will get the data in a certain sheet. Okay, so sheet number 2, so I'll delete the sheet number 1. Okay, so delete, and now we got this name. This is actually data. Okay, so it is a clean data. Okay, we have removed the unwanted steps and we have a clean data. So from this data, so what we are going to do, we are going to create lot type of reports, guys. So as same as like on the yesterday session, we have created based on the year, right? So let us create that first, okay? So first of all, let us go for, first of all, already the data set which has already been selected now, okay? So here if you click right click and if you are gone for a properties, so you can, yeah. So here we'll have 2008, 233 rows. Yeah, we got this. Okay, here the data source, where it is taking this data set, data from the certain directory. Okay, if you want to add, you can able to add and you can able to merge it also. Okay, so now let us go for the option called insert and pivot table. Okay, so here it will ask for which data or which column we need to create a pivot table. So here what we are going to do is we are going to select the complete table which is sales data. Okay, this is the complete table because if you are seeing at the behind, so here the complete data which has been selected. Okay, so complete data which has been selected and we are going to put for new worksheet. So I'm going to create a new database or new report. Okay, that's why I'm going to create it in a new worksheet and I'm going to click OK. So now it will be empty here. So on the right side here we have pivot table fields. Right? So on the pivot table fields I'm going to put like sales. Okay, I'm going to put sales versus year. Okay, sum of the sales and I'm going to put the years under the rows category. Okay, so that is all about. So here we have rows row labels for 2003, 2004, 2005, and some of the sales. So while seeing about the sum of the sales, it is not in the unit of rupees, right? So if you want to change it in the format of rupees, you just right click it. Okay, you have the price value, right? You just go for right click and go for value field settings. Okay, so I hope you guys are listening to me, guys. Okay, you just go for the option called value field settings. Okay, you just click value field settings. On that value field settings, there is an option called number format. Okay, there is an option called number format. You just want to go for number format. So on the number format, there is an option called currency. Okay, if you click the currency and click OK and OK. So now if you are seeing here, so we got in the unit of like currency. Okay, I hope you are clear. I'm repeating the flow again. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go for the option called value field settings. On the value field settings, here we need to click the number format. On the number format, you just want to choose what kind of format it is currency, and you just want to click OK. Okay, that's it. We got in the unit of like currency. And even though there is another option, so here there is already a filter is there. So automatic filter is here. So if you want to change or if you want to look for only 2004 year, what is the sales? You can put and you can uncheck other like I need to obtain for only 2003 and 2005. So you just click OK means so you will get for only for data for 2003 and 2005. Okay, or else you can export the data. So like by sales report. Okay, so 2004 we got this. Okay, this is all about the basic data which we have obtained here. Okay, so if you want to add further things like a chart, if you want to display as like a chart, you can also display like by using this pivot chart. Okay, so you just click this pivot chart. So you just want to choose which kind of graph you need. Okay, I'm going to choose this line and click OK. So you will get the chart response about for 3 years. Okay, 2003, 2004 and 2005. Okay, likewise you will get the data for up to 2004 and 2003. Okay, so likewise you can able to check that or else if you want to do some kind of format, also you can do some format. Okay, by using like a borders and those things, and you can able to change the colors. So those things can be done with the help of this. This is about the graph. Okay, and other than that, if you go into the next step means if you want to create the next level of or next variation about the report means we'll go for the next option. Okay, so and another main thing about this report, guys. So if you want to add this filter for like there is also a next type of filter. There is a add a slicer filter. So if you are adding as a slicer, so you will get that's like a button, guys. Okay, you will get like a button. So 2003, what is the data? Okay, for 2004, 2005. Likewise, we can able to get it for only 2004 for each and every year. If you want to uncheck or if you want to clear that, you can able to click this clear option so that you will get it for these 3 data. Okay, this is the first worksheet. Okay, so you can name that as like a report of the another report name. Okay, so let us name it like year report. Okay, so likewise you can put like for another report. Okay, you just want to present it like that. Okay, so based on the graph which they are asking, so based on that you just want to give the segregation of data based on the year. Same as like if you want to create a multiple report, so based on some of the other parameters, again you just want to go for the data. So again you just want to go for insert and pivot table, and again the same data. So but for the new sheet, okay, another report we are going to create it here. So on another report, if you want to add the next units, like I'm going to add a profit, and I'm going to add like a country. So for each and every country, how much sales we are getting here. So okay, so country, and then if you want to get any other units also, you can also add. Okay, so here we have added for based on the country. If you want to filter it out, you can just filter it out by using the same kind of filter, or you just want to right click that certain unit or certain thing which we need to like add like a sliders. So for each and every slider, what is the sales? Likewise, you can able to get different information. Or else if you want to add further tax also, how much tax we are paying for the certain from the certain country. So likewise, you can add multiple fields or multiple data which we need. So we need to pass or we need to drag and drop in the values category. Okay, so that so in this value category here we have 2 data. One is sum of profit and sum of tax. So we got these 2 values. To put like another percentage. So for example, how much percentage we have got it from like each and every country, how much sales. So based on that, we can able to put like a percentage also. Okay, so that we'll see in the next report. So in this report, I'm going to name it like based on the country we have created like a report. Okay, so that's your option, guys. So like if you want a chart, you can simply put and you just simply click pivot chart and go for any other chart like this. Okay, so here I'm going to click this. Okay, likewise you can create a multiple chart like this. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop this. Okay, so based on the countries which you need, so you just please try to choose that. Okay, so if you also need a multiple or a multiple fields also, you can choose it from here. Okay, there is a two filters. You only one you can go for here, or else you can go for here. Okay, there is a second report. Whereas if you want to create the next report, so again you're just going to insert and then pivot table and then click OK. So I'm going to create in a new sheet. So on the new sheet, if you want to calculate some percentage, so out of the complete profit or complete percentage, if you want to create like a profit or like percentage in the sense, so you can able to do that. So I'm going to add like a profit. Okay, so this is a sum of profit based on some of the parameters like we can put up like based on years as well. Okay, so so let us put for product. Okay, based on the product, if you want to segregate. Okay, so classic cars, motorcycles, planes, ships, trains, trucks, and vintage cars. So based on the product, I'm going to obtain the sum of profit and sum of the profit, and based on and then tax also there. Okay, I'm going to add that. If you want to add kind of percentage also, that also can be done. So here I'm going to add the next column like tax me. So here there is a tax. So here you can able to right click and you can able to transform other kind of data. So for example, here there is an option called show value as. So in the show value as category, you can choose like percentage of parent column total, percentage of column total. So if you have clicked that, you can able to get in the unit of percentage. So for example, the classic cars total sum of tax is 39% we have paid for classic cars, whereas we have paid 18% of the tax for vintage cars. Okay, so or else if you want to sort it out, you can go for the option called sort and largest to smallest. So if you are filtering out, you can able to get the sort. So first of all, we have paid a lot of we have got a lot of profit on the product which is a classic cars, and then in the order classic cars, vintage, motorcycles, trucks, and then buses. So likewise we got the chart. Okay, so if you want to just show like you can also show it like a chart. Okay, so I'm going to put like a bar graph. Okay, likewise you just try to do ascending or descending, any orders you can change. Okay, so likewise we have represented in another product. Okay, this is the report for based on the this is based on the product. Okay, I'm going to name it like product report. Okay, so likewise we got another report. Okay, so likewise you just try to add multiple or more number of fields and more number of charts. Okay, so or else if you want to add based on the customer name, so if you want to add the filters again, so for the filters means you can drag and drop this customer name under the filter category. Okay, in the filter category you can choose the name. So here there are a lot of departments are there. So for the alpha, so you can choose a certain customer or certain scenario. Like for an example, so let us remove this customer name. So instead of that, we'll put up different things. You just right click, you just click that and remove field. Okay, I'm going to add a country in the filters. Okay, if you want to add a multiple fields, like you can able to add it in a filters category. So in Australia, so what is the sales? Okay, so in the Australia, this is the specific. Okay, so this is the specific data about each and every product. So if you want to add multiple fields, so for example, whenever you are doing a presentation in front of your management, so definitely you will get a lot of questions, guys. Okay, you will get a lot of questions about okay sir, so for example, if you guys all business owners, if you are presenting now, so on the time you will get the questions that you just show me the data about Australia. Okay, so show me the data about Australia, what is the profit which we got for Australia. So sudden within a 5 seconds you will get each and every questions. So for that you just want to be prepared about it. So you just want to know how to add multiple filters and multiple multiple filters. So for example, here we have added this country, whereas if you want to add the next filter like what like city means. So you can add as like a slicer. Okay, so here we have more number of filters. So in the city, so in this Australia, so what is that data? Okay, so if you want to click all, and you can click all, so what is that data? Okay, so likewise, so it will be automatically assigned itself. So for example, if you have chosen Australia, so based on that city only it will show in this category. Okay, likewise based on the city, based on the country, you can able to show it in a graphical, because usually guys, so before there is no these kind of options, so only they'll put up a graph and they won't do it in a real time. So on the real time they won't make any changes, but they'll keep it like a chart. They'll make like a presentation like this, and they'll screenshot and they'll put it in a presentation and they'll present. But nowadays it is not like that. Nowadays it is about the consistent or progressive. So it is completely, it is needed to be changed, and it is needed to be presented at in a live. Okay, so that's why it is highly necessary to work on this data. So I hope you guys will understand about this. So you can able to create the report, and you can also save it. Okay, you just save that in a different or same category, like you can put up like a report. Okay, so or else if you want to add like if you want to export that in the different sheets, so you can also export in the different sheets also. Okay, likewise we have created like a year report, country report, product report. So likewise you just try to add or try to use more number of fields and data, so that we can able to add more number of filters. So while talking about this pivot table, so field is the main thing guys. So totally we have 4 fields: filters, columns, rows, values. So values, whenever if you are going to do some addition or something like that, you can do that values. Or else if you want to do some kind of rows like a product, so if you want to based on the rows, we want to show the sum means, we can go for rows category. Or else if you want to do apply some filter means, you can go for this filters. Or if you want to apply the columns, so of course it is going to be a column value. So that is what which we have imported here. Okay, so likewise we got this data guys. Okay, so and then if you want to do some modification, you can also do same as like which we did before. So if you want to do some modification, you just click that, and you can go for this sales data. You just double click it so that it will be opened in that Power Query, so then it can be able to be changed like different formats. Okay, so that's all up to here, and then let us explore some of the formulas guys, because formulas also needed, because another main about Power Query is it is overcoming a lot of problems which we are faced by using the formulas. Because if you are using formulas, that is also fine, but other than that, so that formula, so apart from the formula, we can use these kind of graphical user interface with the help of this Power Query. So that is the main advantage. Okay, same as like in the report. So you can, I think you guys all know about this graph charts and those things. So if you want to change this graph colors and those things, you just click that, and you can simply go for the option called design. So on the design, this just a basic guys. Okay, you just change it anywhere which you like. Okay, banded rows. So likewise you just change whatever you want. Okay, so likewise you just try to work on your data, like to give it in a presentation. Okay, and the main thing is, as I've already told you guys, so a lot of people are thinking that it's just a basic thing and it is just about the presentation. It is not about that. Okay, because it is also on the skill set. I've already included that presentation skills and creative designing, like visual creation skills. So these are also the skills which is needed for the person, as like if you are a data analyst. Okay, you just want to be ready for that. Okay, so we have seen some of the things like format pivot table values and sorting values. So that we have seen. So on the filter we have seen both two filters. One is report filters and slicer. So report means here we have seen the report filter, whereas we have also used the slicers. And then here we have seen pivot table layouts. So layout in the sense design or color design. So design layouts. And then pivot charts we have seen as percentage, and then conditional formatting. So for example guys, if you want to do some another kind of display for a percentage. So for example, here we have this data, right? So this data. So for that we need to go for conditional formatting, and we need to go for the data parts. For example, if you have just clicked it and you just want to go for the home option. So on the home option, conditional formatting and data bars. So you can choose any constant color. Okay, so I'm going to choose a certain column. Okay, so home, conditional formatting and data bars. Okay, so I'm going to whatever the percentage. So based on the percentage, if you want to show that bars and those things, you can also go with the help of this charts. Okay, likewise you can show like that. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this. Okay, so you just try by yourself, because there are a lot more things we need to explore from that. Okay, so while discussing about the formulas guys, there are a lot of formulas guys. So concatenation, I hope you guys all know. So because so concatenation, if you want to use the formula means that is also can be used by using normal data. So here if you have the data, so here here you have the profit, right? So profit and then tax. If you want to do concatenation, so concatenation means like string. So here we have full name and its country. So if you want to do the concatenation, so it is just a simple formula. So you just want to select like, and you just want to type concatenate. Okay, these are all like huge process, right? So we just want to write the formulas and those things. So instead of that, if you are writing in like in a way of like by using that previous like Power Query. Okay, likewise you can able to do the concatenation of like a space and those things. Okay, so that is the formula for this concatenation. So here we have like is equal to concatenate comma a2 comma b2. Okay, which is mean the location. Okay, so here if you want to show like I can show concatenate of this location comma and this full name and then country. Okay, so you can put like this. Okay, Kwai USA. So likewise you have, so likewise you can drag and drop so that you will get for complete for each and every row which you have here. Okay, likewise you can get it for complete data. So just for concatenation, and this is the formula. These are the basic formula. Okay, and then second formula VLOOKUP. It is also more popular, guys, because it is highly necessary for us. Why we are talking about this VLOOKUP is for an example, guys. Let us take the scenario. If you know the name, or if you know the name of the person, okay, Jonas Bergolfsen. Okay, so this is the name. Okay, if you want to get the corresponding profit which we have got like from him, so what is the value or what is the price or what is the value which we got, which we used to get? Okay, so what is the what is the amount which we get from here, or what is the quantity of him? Okay, so how much product he have purchased. So if you want to get, or if you want to match it to corresponding columns which are present here, you can go for the VLOOKUP option. Okay, so here there is a name called Jonas Bilbson. Okay, so you can I just copy paste. Okay, so here I have this column, right? So here you can put up like the formula. So here I'll usually write the formula here. Okay, so VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP of where we need to put up our answer. Okay, or which text we need to find out. So Jonas, okay, M28. So Jonas, comma, and I'm going to select the complete data. So from where it should search. Okay, so that is the meaning of it. So I'm going to select this complete table. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, So I'm going to select the table. Okay. Like the respective columns on which I'm going to choose it for. You can use any shortcut, guys. You can press Control Shift Home or Control Shift N. Okay, since I'm having the data set on the right, so I'm going to select like manually. Okay, so likewise you can select. Okay, select data as all, and then you can put like another command. So what is the next value? So you just want to specify the next column index. So column index in the sense we need to specify in which column we need to obtain the data. So for an example, if you want to get the username or you want to get the amount quantity, so quantity means what is the quantity ID, that is the first column, right? So you can put up like this.
Okay, I have cropped the lookup value and I have cropped the value array. Okay, so and then I have looked for column index. Okay.
अरे सॉरी गई तो
Okay, I can put up like true or false. Okay, so likewise I can. It is not having that value, so I'll check out with different 8. Okay, M28. It is getting some error, guys. Okay, I'll check out later. I didn't be able to get. Okay. So yeah, so that is a VLOOKUP formula which will be helpful for identifying the state of the column which we already have. Okay, and then here there is a length. So length will be helpful for identifying the number of character which is present in the certain cell. Okay, and then here we have sum of. So sum of means I think we have already used some character, some syntax, right? Some formula. So some formula which will be helpful for addition of two numbers. Whereas if there is any condition, so for example, if you have the values like you have the profit. So on the profit, if you want to add this complete values, but if you want to include some conditions, so for example, if the profit is greater than 100 rupees, then we need to add that cost or add that amount means. So if you want to do that conditions, we can go for the sum of formula. And then if you want to go for like days and the network. So for example, guys, I think we have already seen this because if you want to identify the number of days which is present between the start date and the end date. I think we have already seen on the yesterday session by using the Power Query. So with the help of that, if you want to find out the date interval which is between the start date and the end date, we can use the formula called days. Or if there is any exception, so for example, so on the date of 1st April to the 30th, 25th April, then how much holidays are there? So you can able to accept like putting a comma 3, so that it will accept that final or it will accept the 3 days and it will going to give the remaining condition. So that is about to giving about the criteria. And by using the substitute formula, so if you want to substitute, so I think we have already used that like find and then replace. Same as like the find and then replace. If you want to substitute in the certain cell, if you want to substitute instead of P, if you want to substitute S, so that can be substituted with the help of the formula called substitute. And if you are using the 3, so which is min f's and max f. So what is mean by that? Min f's and then max f means we can go for a minimum of set of values or maximum of set of values. So for example, if you want to find out the minimum value from the certain range, so for example, certain like start point and then end point. So if you are specifying some criteria, so for example, on the certain state or certain range, so on that certain range, if you want to find out the minimum value and by specifying a certain range, we can go for this min f's and then maximum f. And counter. So if you want to make a count, so based on the certain range, same as like count and then range and then criteria. So based on the criteria, we can specify or we can able to calculate something. Okay, and then here we have left and then right function, which will be helpful for returning the sum of the. So for an example, if you have this text which is present here, so there is a Australian collectors, comma code dot is here. So if you want to take only the certain part from the left side, so you can use this command. So this will be very helpful as we have already discussed there. So if there is a numbers called like this, okay, if you want to take only the characters which is right side, so from the right side, if you want to take the certain columns or certain data from the cell, so you can use this left or right condition. Okay, so this is all about this formulas, guys. So you just try to practice by yourself. Okay, and in the internship portal, on the yesterday session also we have added some more like additional concepts also we have added on the internship portal. Same as like here also I'm going to add some of the new data set for you or practice. Okay, you can able to directly ping me on the comment box which is given in the description below. Okay, so that's all up to the session, guys. I hope you guys all doing with me, and I hope you all following me. Okay, so that's all up to the session, guys. Okay, so here we are also providing the 30 days internship program, which is in the price of 999, but we are also providing this course only for 590 rupees. Okay, so because in this session you are also going to get bonus like lectures, like I'm going to give bonus sessions, and I'm going to give bonus data sets, and I'm going to give some tasks for you also, so like so that you can able to interact with me and you can able to do that task by yourself. Okay, so with my support. Okay, and we are in the 30 days success mindset. So exercise number 2, so that is the yesterday's session, which is about you just want to write what you want that you currently don't have, right? So this is what I asked you to write. So I also completed my second day's task, guys. This is a success mindset which we have. So this is the second day. I've already written that. Okay, totally I've written nearly 26 points. Okay, so I hope you guys are also doing that. Okay, so if you are doing that, you just put I'm also doing with you, Sanjay, in your comment box below. Okay, because so this is highly necessary, guys. We need to learn that mindset also. So here we have success mindset about day 3, which is writing down everything that you afraid of or worry about. Okay, what you are worried about, because a lot of people are worried about that I don't have enough technical skill, or I don't have enough communication skill, or I don't have good finance level, so I have some debts I need to pay. So likewise, you may have a lot of thoughts in your brain which you are getting afraid of or you are getting worried about. So I don't have like good job. So likewise, you may have a lot of things, right? You just need to start thinking. Please take your time, guys. Don't spend or don't write like plainly like 2 or 3 points is enough. Don't do that. Okay, please take your time. Have like minimum of like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or even maybe I'm writing it for like 30 minutes even. I'm just thinking of it and just writing it. Okay, you also take your time and you just please write it. Okay, so it will be like it will be very helpful, so that your brain will be identifying that what are the problems which is already there. Because sometimes you will feel that you will feel sad, but you don't know the reason. Okay, so that's why to come out from it, you are going to write that what you are really
Back
afraid of,
level.
or what you are worried
Youth
about.
na
So
back jale.
that's what you are going to write it. So please write it. Please continue the session. Okay, so please
Bas.
do that 30 days
हम धरती पे बैठ जाएंगे.
challenge. Okay. And we are in the Q&A, guys. If you have any questions, please write your questions. Okay, in your live chat, I'm going to clear your questions. Okay, so there are a lot of people are doing that with me. It's really wonderful. Okay. Guys, if you have any questions, please write your questions here. Shivdeep, I'm also doing, but today lecture isn't met our expectation. Okay, okay, Shivdeep, I have noted your response. So thank you so much for your feedback. Okay, definitely will improve on the next session. Okay. How data analytics related to data science? Badika, I think you haven't attended the first day because I have explained that. So data analytics is about only the front end part, the first part where we need to work on the data, processing the data, visualizing the data, or to cleaning the data, data transformation, data appreciation. So these are all the work about the data analyst. Whereas if you are a data scientist, you need to provide a solution with the help of the data. We also need to work on both the data analytics as well as the data science part. So in the science part, we need to use the data, but by using the data, we need to give the end results. So for example, from the data we used to analyze in this year, this is the value, this is the, likewise we used to append that. But, and also you just want to predict that in 2000, so now already you have 2016, 2017, 2018. So this data we have shown as like a graph, and those things you have already completed it. But over the as just if you are a data scientist, you just want to predict, or you just want to tell your company that so on 2019, so this is going to be the sales. If we are following the same strategies and same methodology. So that's why we need to give some suggestions that we need to improve the marketing. But for an example, if you are using the same strategy, you will get only this sales. So from that, you need to identify the core results by using the machine learning algorithms, and you just want to predict that. Okay. So and if you are changing, or if you are increasing the ad values or investment and those things, you may get this answer. So likewise, you just want to give the end results. So that is the role of data scientist. Okay. Whereas data analyst will work on only the data part, like data cleaning, acquisition, transformation, and those things. Whereas data scientist will give us like a end results as well. Okay, that is the difference, guys. Okay, when will internship portal is active? Actually, internship portal which has already been active. Okay, so once you have registered for the course, you will be active. You will be on the straight to the session. Okay, straight to this portal. Guys, if you have any questions, please raise your questions in the live chat. Then it will be better to go slow with it. Yes, course, from the tomorrow I'll go slow, guys. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'll go slow, guys. So don't worry, guys. Guys, another main thing I wish to share with you that so definitely the internship going to be little bit different from this YouTube, because I'm going to add some like little bit additional lectures on the YouTube on the internship program. Okay, so please go for the internship so that you will learn a lot. Okay, Sanjay, this format can I do it in Excel latest version? I'm also using the latest version, so same format you can use it in the latest version. Okay. I think today's lecture is very fast. Okay, so I got this Vikash. Okay, definitely I'll go slow on the tomorrow session. What is the difference between data analyst versus the business analyst? If you are talking about the data and business analyst, anyhow you are going to work on the data, so that's going to be same. But if you are going to be a business analyst, you just want to going to be contribute on the business. So for example, if you are a data analyst, normal data analyst, you may have roles on different industries. It may be electrical department, it may be a computer science department, it may be any industry-based department. So from the data, you are going to collect it and you are going to give some representation. So for example, this is the gas, or this is the temperature which you have rise in there. So likewise, you can work on the data. But if you are going for the business analyst, you are going to increase the growth of business. So for example, by using the data, you are going to predict whether the sales is going to be rise or it is going to be falling. Okay, likewise you are going to predict and you are going to give some suggestions. So if I'm increasing the marketing, or if I'm increasing the spend value, so the price of the revenue of the company is going to rise. So likewise we are going to predict that, and you are going to give some lot of suggestions about your business. So only main thing about the data analyst, so that is not required for you to understand your business. You just only bother about the data. Okay, don't worry about just by asking the basic questions. But other than that, if you are a business analyst, you just want to be understanding the complete information about the business or the company which you are working on, and then you just handle all your data to predict your sales or predict your loss or anything. So you can able to do that. Sonu, I have an API and I need to analyze that data and display it on a website. How do I begin the process? Actually, if you have an API, so here in the Power Query itself, there is an option called to access it from the different databases from the URL. So please try to access it from them so that you can able to get data. So if you are getting the data, then you can use any backend or any process so that you can able to print it in the website. Okay. So I WhatsApp my queries, none replied. Forget Zaman. Hi sir, actually it is not about the WhatsApp sir. Please, if you are an internship participant, please raise your questions in the Telegram VIP group. Okay. Guys, if you are from internship program, you can please raise your questions in the Telegram group so that I can able to reply you. Okay guys, I think we are in the end of the session. Okay, so yeah. So that's it, I think. Okay. So thank you so much for the people who are attended the session. And so from the tomorrow session, I have noticed some feedback that to go slow and to give additional values. Okay, I can give guys so additional values which I have provided for internship people. Okay, because we need to show the little bit difference, right? So for paid people and pre-people. Okay, we have added some more lectures for the internship people who are all registered for the internship program. Okay, so that's all up to the session, guys. I hope you guys are clear, and I hope you all following me. Please follow the session. Please do the hands-on practice. Okay, I'm also sharing some of the files with you guys, like I'm sharing the mind maps also. Please try to use that, and please try to explore some of the menus as well, because while talking about the Excels, Power Queries, and those things, there are a lot of menus which we need to explore a lot. So please try to explore and post in a comment box also. Okay, so please do a practice, and don't forget to do the challenge also, success mindset challenge also.
Hi.
Okay, don't forget to do
Niche?
that. Please do it with me.
Niche?
Okay, so and if you have any course related doubt, please contact to this number which is shown in this presentation. And if you want to know
मैं
about
बैठ
any
जाऊं?
project or product, please
मैं
visit
बैठ जाऊं?
solutions.net.
हाँ?
Okay, so that's
नहीं?
all up to the session. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. It's me Sanjay signing off. Until then, bye. We'll see you on the tomorrow session.
क्या बैठो तो बैठ जाओ
जाते नहीं है, माँ ले रहा है, गिर पड़ा वो चीज में।